Assalamu alaikum, family. How y'all doing today? I hope everyone is doing well. Hope you had a are having a blessed and wonderful day. Hope you had a blessed and wonderful weekend, a blessed and wonderful Monday, which was on yesterday. Well, this is a beautiful day, and we thank Allah for it because we're here to see another day, and He's worthy to be praised and to be thanked. All praises are due to Allah for allowing us to see another day, for giving us the fiber of our being. And the likelihood that you're having one of those days, and we all know that in this life, a little rain must fall. Always remember this: tough times don't last, tough people do. Keep your hope, trust, and faith in Allah God, and He will see you through. I could definitely bear witness to that. So, during the NFL draft, I believe it was on Friday. Yeah, Friday, the second day of the NFL draft. The son of the son of the Atlanta Falcons defensive coordinator, Jeff Albrecht, his son Jax, decided to do something that he thought would be funny. And I don't know how he got Shedeur Sanders' phone number, but he called him and he pretended to be the GM of the New Orleans Saints, who's the rival of the Atlanta Falcons in the NFC South. He called up Shedeur Sanders and said, "Hey, you know, we're gonna, this is such and such from the New Orleans Saints. Um, yeah, I know you've been waiting a long time. I'm paraphrasing. Um, and you're gonna continue to wait." And start laughing and hung up the phone. And it's like, come on, really? So there's an investigation. Jax has since apologized to Shedeur Sanders, and it's just a bad look for the Atlanta Falcons and for the NFL because it's a breach. How did this young punk get access to Shedeur Sanders' phone number? How did he get access to it? Um, did he get on his father's computer? And if that's the case, did he how did he get his father's password? It's just so many questions. And the Atlanta Falcons need to be punished, not just fined, because a fine ain't gonna do nothing. I mean, their franchises are worth billions of dollars. So a fine is not gonna mean nothing to them. They need to lose draft picks. They need to lose draft picks. Yep. Forfeit some draft picks in the future. So next year, if they have a first round pick, second round pick, third round pick, forfeit those picks. It'll send a message. Losing draft picks. You want to do something stupid? You're gonna pay the price. Bet you want to do it again? You're gonna lose draft picks now. Not only are you gonna lose money, but you're gonna lose potential talent. So there, how you like those apples? So and it's just wrong because Shador slid to the fifth round. He was the 144th pick of the Cleveland Browns. So congrats to him on being drafted. Salute to him on being drafted. He deserved it. I didn't think he was going to fall to the fifth round. It was a quarterback from Louisville, Taylor Slaw, who got drafted by the New Orleans Saints. Um, Jackson Dart from Mississippi got drafted by the New York Giants. He was the third quarterback taken. Oh, was the second. I think he was the second quarterback taken. Yeah, the second. So wow, wow. Never thought Shador would slide down to the fifth round. Before I go any further, hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button now. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications on whenever I do videos on here. So it's just sad, and the reason why I guess the NFL wanted to get back or humble Deion Sanders or Shedeur Sanders because of his attitude. And it's like, really? Really? I've never seen people take such great joy in seeing a young man slide down the draft. I've never seen anything like this before. And I've been watching sports for over 40 years, professional sports. Never seen anything like it. You taking joy in this young man slide down the draft? I mean, really? Seriously? You can't do what he do. You're not going out there on the gridiron taking hits. You can't throw a ball 65 yards. You don't have his speed, his strength. This young man is an exceptional talent. I'm not, and not. Let me be very clear on this. I don't agree with everything that Dion or Shador has been doing. I don't agree with it. That what they have done in the past. I don't agree with it. I've been very critical of it. Don't agree with the show, with them throwing a concert after a mini concert in the locker room after they win a game. I don't agree with all that. I don't. But be that as it may, that still doesn't take away from what the young man could do on the football field. Because him sliding in the draft had nothing to do with football. It was personal. It was against his father. It was against him. And I said this on a video that I did about Shedeur Sanders a few days ago. You know, this young man, he didn't deserve that. Because I remember when John Elway told the Baltimore Colts, if you draft me, I'm going to quit football and play baseball. They didn't draft him. He was drafted he went ended up going to Denver. I remember when Eli Manning, his daddy Archie, was calling teams on draft day, telling them not to draft his son. We don't want to go to the Chargers. We don't want to go here. We want to go to New York. And he was selected by the New York Giants because he didn't want to go to San Diego. I remember the reputation that both Johnny Manziel and Baker Mayfield had. Yeah, coming out of college. They were called cocky, brash, pretty much jerks. But yet nothing was made about it. It was talked about, sure. It was mentioned, but both of them still went in the first round. Matter of fact, Baker Mayfield was the number one pick in the 2018 draft. The number one pick in the first round of the 2018 draft out of Oklahoma. Johnny Manziel, a few years later, I think in 2014, he went in the first round, pick 25. First round, the 25th pick, if I'm not mistaken, out of Texas A&M. So, and I understand that Baker Mayfield had they had won awards in college, but so did Shedeur. Shedeur won a Johnny Unitas Award, and in my opinion, Shedeur had a better arm than both Baker Mayfield and definitely Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football, which is what he was called. So it's like, come on, stop, stop with the cap. So miss me with this whole thing that Dion is arrogant and he beside himself. Y'all didn't say that to Archie Manning. So, and like I said, sports is supposed to be a meritocracy. You're supposed to be judged on your skills, not on your attitude. It's crazy to say that your attitude should matter on your ability. Yes, it's good to have a great attitude. Yeah, sure, that helps, but that should negate um your opportunities in sports, especially when it's not consistent. Because we have had many of assholes and jerks in sports who are going on to do great things. The list is endless in all sports. And yeah, it is great to have a good attitude, a good disposition. All that's fine and dandy, but it doesn't have a damn thing to do with performance on the field. It just doesn't. And it's sad that they made this personal, but I'm glad that Shedeur was picked up by Cleveland, the fifth pick, the fifth round, 144th pick, excuse me. So I'm glad it worked out for him. I hope he goes on to do great things in Cleveland, um, and just come out, guns blazing. And like I said, I haven't been a fan of everything that Dion and Shador has been doing or has done in the past. I haven't been a fan of it. But at the same time, I don't think it's right that they made it personal against his young brother to make him slide in the draft. That's just crazy. And then someone to prank call him. Really? I mean, y'all had this much hatred for this young man to do something like that. And the Atlanta Falcons should be punished severely. Not only fined, but the loss of draft picks, future draft picks. Send a message. We're not going to tolerate this. It's serious. And Jax Albrecht could have cost his father his job. Your little joke could have cost your daddy his job. Who knows? It still may. Because once they find out how this little snot-nosed brat got access to this number, then it very well could cost him his job. Make your father lose out on be in jeopardy of losing out on his money because you want to be a funny guy. You think this shit is funny. They're gonna do this to the wrong person on the wrong day, and it ain't gonna be they're not trying to hear I'm sorry. They're gonna break their foot off in your behind, or maybe worse. But these privileged little white kids, they're gonna get their day. Every dog has its day. But I'm glad that things worked out for Shador. Just hate that he went that far in the draft. That's just on the third day, not the first day, not the second day, the third day of the draft, very last day, the fifth, the fifth round, 144th pick. Wow, unbelievable. That just shows you that this had nothing to do with football. Because if it did, then he wouldn't even be there to tell you know what, just wait another year before you get drafted. But the young man is good. There is no reason why he should not have been the second quarterback taken. Because in my opinion, excuse me, Cam Ward is the best quarterback in the draft. And the Tennessee Titans took him with the number one pick overall. Cam Ward is that dude. I seen his young brother ball. Young brother got skills. That's why he was taken uh, as the number one quarterback in the draft. And the Tennessee Titans got a great one. They got a steal. Now they just need to build around him. They need to build around Cam Ward. But he's fallen in some great footsteps as far as the Oilers slash Titans organization because especially with black quarterbacks, because they had Hall of Famer Warren Moon, the late great Steve Air McNair, what's a young brother from Texas, Vince Young, and Vince Young didn't have the right coach. Jeff Fisher didn't use him right, and he made it personal. It was a personal thing with him and Vince Young. But Vince Young out of college, that dude was the real deal. And Vince Young, he um he could have did some great things in Tennessee, but like again, the coach, Jeff Fisher. But yeah, Warren Moon, Steve Air McNair, Vince Young, and now Cam Ward. So I think he's going to do great things down there in Nashville. They just need to build around him, give him an offensive line, some weapons, give him some weapons, because the brother could ball. And I hope that Shedeur gets a shot in Cleveland. That quarterback that quarterback field up there is kind of crowded because you got old ass Joe Flacco. You have what's the guy name from Gabriel? Um, yeah, Gabriel from Oregon, the rookie they drafted. Um, Mason Rudolph, is he there? Is he in Cleveland? No, Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson still on the roster. Joe Flacco, Gabriel from Oregon, Shedeur Sanders. It's crowded. It's crowded up there. So I hope he get a shot. I hope that they use him right, or so have you, and he just able to show his talent. And I hope he's successful in Cleveland. Well, I'm gonna hop off of here on that note. I hope I made my point known about this topic. I know there's gonna be some who disagree with me on this, and that's fine and dandy. That's cool. In our disagreements, let's use logic, common sense, and respect, not emotion and disrespect. But most importantly, let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. And like I said, let's use logic, common sense, facts, respect, not emotion and disrespect. That will get you nowhere. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. Share this video. Share it, share it, share it. Let's have a conversation. Support my YouTube channel here, my future projects. It'd be greatly appreciated. I thank y'all for y'all love and support. I really do. It's much needed. And please continue to support and love your brother. Please. Greatly appreciated. Brothers and as well as sisters, y'all be safe out here. Beware and be aware. Satan comes to kill, steal, and destroy now more than ever before. So whether you're going to work, coming home from work, dropping your children off at school, picking them up, running errands, on vacation, whatever the case may be, just beware. Beware and be aware. I love y'all. Have a blessed, wonderful day. I will talk to y'all soon. Inshallah. I'm out. Assalamu alaikum.